Hi there, welcome back to this week's Counter-Strike game and skin market update. This is Skinomics2, and this video covers the 24th to 30th of June. I want to thank everyone for their comments last week. It was heartfelt and I really appreciate it. Also happy surviving the first half of 2024. With all the crazy shit going on in the world, survival is honestly worth celebrating at this point. Anyways, I am going to cover the game update this week before moving on to our regular routine. The game update that dropped on the 25th was the headline news this week that we spoke about last week. Unfortunately, it was not an operation, and to make things worse, as operations typically last for 20 weeks, we may not even get one this year. This is because the Shanghai Major may be held in early December, and majors typically do not overlap with operations. I sincerely hope that I am wrong though. The update is titled The Real MVP. It is named after the new MVP animations available only in the Premiere mode. Whilst these are nice, I am not too sure the folks with older hardware will appreciate it as it adds more burden to running the game. The update also added multiple new maps, including 2 in Wingman, 2 in Competitive, and 1 in Arms Race. I quite like Thera, which was added to Competitive, however, I dislike Mills quite a bit. Lastly, the update also distributed the ranks in Competitive, so that now you can achieve ranks higher than Silver. This is a long-awaited nice change. Moving on, let's take a look at our weekly craft idea. I have a relatively simple and cheap idea this week. By using 9 Zews stickers from the Antwerp Major, you can create a flower by placing them in a 5 sticker circle. You have to scrape each of the stickers 5 to 6 times to achieve the desired effect. The stickers are about 20 cents each US dollars in cash price. Now let's get into the skins market. The skins market has finally stopped its decline in the portfolio of skins I use to represent the market. We see a 0.37% movement in the positive direction, which breaks a 6-week losing streak. This coincides with the summer sale, whereby people typically sell skins before the sale to fund their game purchases. This is great news overall, despite only a minute change. Looking at trade volumes from Buff tells us a very interesting picture. We see volumes have stabilized a bit in the past 2 weeks at about 60,000 per day. This is also very good news for the overall market, as the average player have been trading at a normal rate without large fluctuations. Liquidity is good as a result of this. Thanks again to the people at itrade.gg for providing this data to me personally. Now, let's break the market movements down into categories. Starting off with knives and gloves, we see mostly positives here. This is actually the best performing sector this week. Higher tiered weapon skins have generally increased, but limited to a certain selection of items on the market. Taking a look at agent skins, we see good increases here overall. Lastly, the cheaper weapon skins have taken a hit this week, which is rare when the higher tiered items have been doing well. In cases, we see unboxing numbers taking a further dive. This is to be expected, as the expectation of an operation has fell through. Although I say this is good news for the game overall, as lower unboxing numbers hurt Valve, and will encourage them to produce more content. As a result of ever lowering unboxing numbers, we have non-active cases doing very poorly. However, as skin prices have not decreased, we actually see relatively higher unboxing returns despite still being abysmal overall. In active cases, the drop continues as well. The standout here is the Kilowatt case, whereby the RRR jumped to over 72% given the drop in the case's price, although I will still discourage against unboxing. Let's now take a peek at this week's biggest winners and losers. The biggest winner this week is the Zipix foil from the Cluj Napoca Major. All Cluj Napoca stickers have been slowly climbing since the release of CS2, as they scrape down perfectly into tiny logos on the bottom left corner. This week, the Zipix sticker has increased significantly as it was previously the cheapest foil from that major. The Brigadier General pin has also increased this week, which represents an increase in demand for pings. In losers, we have the weapon case items making a decline with the hype of the case hardened AK dying. The Poison Frog series of stickers also make a return to the declines list. Looking at game news, there were 3 game updates this week and 1 Steam update relevant to Counter-Strike. Apart from the Real MVP update, the updates on the 26th and 27th were relatively minor. They fixed various bugs and added better support for video settings. The Steam update I referred to added game recordings, which I have been testing out in the past couple days. I must say I am a big fan. One of the settings allow a rolling period of recording in the background, which sort of works like a home security system. This way, you will not miss any pivotal moments you want to share later on. Turning our attention to the pro scene. We are still in the break period for Tier 1 Counter-Strike, and I am itching for the tournament later this month. Looking at transfers, G2's move to acquire Malbsmd has been completed. He replaces Nexa. Nitro is set to return to Counter-Strike, with NRG being the most interested team. Kaze moves back to Rare Adam following being released by Tai Lu. Liquid sacks their head coach Zews. And finally, Teses renews his contract with Heroic. That was all for this week. I got a suggestion to add some background music last week, so I am giving it a try. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe if you liked the video, and leave comments letting me know of anything else you would like to see. Thank you, and see you in the next one.